Hello. How is everybody doing today? My yarny peeps, my fiber fanatics, and my fellow YouTube family. So, it's good to see everybody. Haven't done a video in a couple days. I've had some things going on, so I couldn't do one. But anyways, I'm here to do one right now. So, I have in this box three brand new, well, they're brand new yarns from Lion Brand. They've been out for just a little bit, but Lion Brand's been a little bit slow on their ordering because of COVID, so it took it a little while to get here. But it's not their fault. It did say that it would take a while. But they are new yarns that I have never had. There was actually one more also, but they didn't send that. They did a split order. That's actually the first time I've ever received this. This is the first time I've ever received a split order from Lion Brand. But anyways, let's go ahead and check it out. So all that's in here is three new yarns that Lion Brand put out. A couple of them, I think they put out maybe a month ago. One of them I might have saw a couple weeks ago. So I ordered it as soon as I saw it, but you know, like I said, it took a little bit. I'll be careful with these scissors, I promise. So I'm really excited to see them. See if what they're about, what they look like. Well, I'm pretty stoked about one of them because one of them has a sequence in it, and I love yarns with sequins and sparkles. So, but last time I got a yarn I was super stoked to get. It turned out being a dud, so I'm not gonna hold my hopes up too high on this order. Okay. Okay. I love seeing new yarn that I've never seen before and touching it for the very first time. So I've only seen it on, on their site. I've never seen it in person, and now it's here. I waited for it for so long, and now it's here. It does look very pretty, but looks can be deceiving. So let's check it out. I'm super excited. Can you tell? I don't know why yarn makes me like this. I guess I'm just a weirdo. But I'm especially new yarn that I have really high hopes for. Gets me like super excited. Okay, so where do you start? First, I do want to say that I'm not affiliated with Lion Brand. I bought all this yarn myself. You know, I pay what you guys pay full price for it. I didn't get it for free. I do not have affiliated links, so where if you buy this, I get money. I don't have any of that stuff. I'm just a normal person. I just buy like yarn like you do, and then I tell you guys about it. My honest opinion. Okay, so first one that's on top was the newest one, I think. The Sunset Nights. So if you're familiar with Lion Brand, they have like a nights version of yarns going on. I liked all of them except for one, and this is their newest one. It's called Sunset Nights. Okay. I'm ready for this. Let's look at it. Okay. Sunset Nights. 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 293 yards, or 250 meters. It's 90% acrylic, 10% polyester. They classify this as a medium weight, number 4. Knitting needle size, they recommend a 5 millimeter. In a hook size, they recommend a 5.5 millimeter. It says machine wash, and you want to lay it flat to dry. I would imagine that is doing part of the sequence. Okay, made in PRC, which is the People's Republic of China. So it is made in China. So it's soft. I can tell you that. Right? I see one flaw about it though I don't like already. But sometimes the flaws outweigh the, it's very, very pretty. So you can see, let's bring up the colors, see how well they match up on the internet. Sometimes, it depends on the device you're looking at also, but that's matching up nice for me. So it's showing up pretty true to color. I got some yarns off their website just one time, and their website was so off, it was horrible. Anyway, so yeah, it looks pretty much like it does on the website. So the color right here, as you can see, is this one's called Zanzibar. Zanzibar. So it's red. Not a super bright red though. It's actually like a dull red. And then it's gonna not really ombre. It's gonna gradient effect into a pink, and then into a light pink. So when you look at it, you can see right here that the red is solid, and then it mixes with the red and pink, and then eventually it's going to mix like that, and then it's going to be probably some solid pink, and then the pink's going to mix with the white, and then it's going to, or light pink, and then it's just going to go down to the solid white. Now the sequence is very, very subtle, a little bit more subtle than I would have hoped, but maybe once you work with it, you will be able to see them more. Yeah, you could see them in there. Oh yeah, you could see them in there when you move it around. Now, sometimes sequence can be sharp, and sometimes whenever you feel it, and sometimes I can't feel the sequence. It feels very nice, actually. Better than I kind of, expected it. It's only bad thing that I see right off about it is the tendency it's going to have, just that it's going to split. And you can tell by looking at that is probably going to split. It's just a loosely wound yarn, which is okay. It may not be like that in all spots, just maybe where this, it's not an extremely tightly wound yarn in general. But that's okay. And they classify this as a 4-weight. It is a light 4-weight, if that makes sense. That means it's a 4, but it's very much on a lighter side of a 4. It could also be called a thicker 3. So it's in between a 3 and a 4 if I was to have to guess on that. But I'll show you on my fingers, and you guys can take your best judgment on what you think it is by looking at it. I think it's in between a 3 and a 4 myself. But, everybody sees that different. So that is it's very nice. So they want $5.99 for this. And that is for 273 yards. So it says, I'll read you what it says. Sunset Night comes in 100 grams or 273 yard kicks that tempt you with the beautiful colors and a little bit of sparkle. This gently plied worsted weight yarn smoothly transitions colors as you work, creating a true ombre effect. Tiny sequins are spun into the yarn throughout and provide just the right glimmer without overpowering the color of your stitches. Use this yarn to work up everything from accessories like scarves, hats, to large projects such as shawls, sweaters. Okay. Does this say lay flat? Okay, this says machine wash on gentle, lay flat to dry. On their website, it says machine wash and tumble dry on low. I don't know, really. I would say tumble and dry would probably be okay, but don't take my word for it. I'm going to knit one of these up on my knitting machine here in just a second so we can see the true, they call it an ombre effect. I call it more of a gradient effect, but to each their own. Some people call it ombre gradient. Look. Ombre is really the same color from light to dark. A gradient is same colors in the same family. So red and pink and like a light pink, it would be more gradient than ombre. You know what I mean? If this was all, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but ombre, gradient, whatever. It's still very pretty. But I'm going to show you all the colors, and then I'm going to do one up on, I will shut my camera off and show you, we'll see what it looks like on the knitting machine and see how much sparkle we could see and see how well it gradients out. Okay, let's do that. So that's, that is the Zanzibar. It is very, very nice, soft feeling. It is. The only problem I see is it could be a splitty yarn, but I don't know because I didn't crochet with it. But with my experience with yarn, I'm going to say that it would probably split. But the beauty that I see and the softness of it really is probably going to outweigh that for me. When I put it on my knitting machine, I'll be able to tell a little bit more if it splits on there. Ooh, this one's really pretty. What's the color of this one? This one's called, now I can't pronounce words very well. And I apologize, but I do my best. And this looks like it does on their website. So their website is correct on this color. This is called Atacama Desert. But it is beautiful, like a really light purple, super light purple. And then it goes to a light pink, lighter pink, and to like a creamy, almost super light pink, I guess. Sequences are there. My daughter Evelyn, this one would definitely be her favorite. She loves pink and purple. That is very pretty. It's very pastel. Gorgeous yarn. Gorgeous. But I can't wait to do one up real quick. Okay, let's see. The next color I got here is get the colors down. I got some of every color, of course, because I'm the yarn gal. I gotta tell you guys about it and tell you if their website's correct. Yeah, that looks like their website. Pretty close anyways. So this one is very pretty also. This one is called Martha's Vineyard. Although it's, I don't know, it's blue. So, like a periwinkle blue, I guess, or kind of. And then it goes into gray, and then gray to white. Very pretty still. See those, you could catch those sequins. Just barely though. But I'm thinking once I work that up on my knitting machine, hoping that they show up a little bit better. But if you look at it, you can probably tell that it, I mean, how I'm thinking it might split because of the way it's plied with the other yarn. But it's so pretty. I get past that. It's pretty. Alright. Okay, that's the same color. Ooh, this was pretty. I like black and white. Unfortunately, I just can't use it that much in my videos because it's just, people can't see it. This one's called Bali. Yeah. Or Bali. B-A-L-I. Very pretty again. So it's black to gray to white. Gradient. Very pretty. Pretty stuff. I hope the sequin shows up well when I do it on my knitting machine. Let's see what this one is. A green one. Isle of the Sky. Pretty close to the same. On my side anyways. Gosh, is that ever squishy soft. I mean, it's, for it being on an acrylic, I guess it does have 10% polyester, would soften it up a bit. And you can't tell there's sequins in it, really. I mean, not by feeling. You wouldn't know. Ooh, it's going to make something pretty. I have 6 of one color that I'm going to make, that I thought would be my favorite of all the colors that I have. I'm going to make a show with it. So this one is, I told you, Isle of the Sky. So this one is greens. And then it goes to a lighter green, and it has some hint of blue mixed up in there. And that's a really light green. This one is very, very pretty too. Very pretty. Very nice job, Lion Brand. Okay, I got 2 more colors here to show you of this one. I can't wait. I'm just excited to see it on the Addy. What's this one called? This one's purple. Ooh, this one's pretty too. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce it. Wait, am I? Santorini, something like that. I will show you. It's very beautiful, very, very pretty. So this yarn, as far as looks, didn't disappoint. The way it feels didn't disappoint. It's a very beautiful gradient yarn. I hope those sequins show up well. Oh, it's very squishy. Nice job, Lion Brand. So this one goes from purple, it's pretty much what you see on the website there, pretty close to that, to a mauve, to a dark purple, like plummy purple, dark purple, I guess. I don't know what you call it. Everybody sees color differently. I was trying to explain that to my kids today, that everybody sees color differently. They're like, no, oh, this one's got lots of sequins in it. I guess you can see them. they're probably spaced out every so often, and they're probably just hidden inside there. Anyways, I got one more color. And they just, my kids didn't believe me. They're like, no, people don't see color differently. I'm like, yes, I do. What are you talking about? Okay, this one I thought would be my favorite, so I did get enough of this to make a big project. And yeah, it looks like the website showing it. Ayers Rock. I don't know if I said that right, but there it is. Probably not. Very pretty. Very pretty. Yes, I would say this is probably my favorite color. Although none of them are not pretty. They are all very, very, very pretty, and I would be happy to use any of them on a project. I think that very nice color palette for these Lion Brand. So this is kind of pretty close to the website, like I said. They're, for me anyways. This is a maroon or burgundy color. Burgundy, I guess, or maroonish burgundy. I don't know. And then it mixes into this kind of pinky color. You could see it. My camera's pretty showing it pretty well. And then it goes to that light, almost white. It's light pink. Not white, but almost, but really pretty. I like it. I'm going to do one up on an Addy. First, though, I'm going to show you the other two. $5.99, I think that's fair price. I do. Especially since yarn has gone up. I'm sure you've all have noticed it. It has gone up 273 yards. It is a specialty yarn because it does have the sequins in it, and it does have a nice gradient effect, and it's not stiff or anything like that. In a cake form, I always love cake form. It's very nice for me. Oh, what's your favorite form of yarn to get yarn in? You can tell me in the comments. You like skein, ball, hank, cake, whatever they come in. I like cakes, easy to stack, but I like them all. So I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, this one is they're all very pretty. Okay, now I got two more new ones here, and then I'm gonna stop the camera for a minute and show you what one of these look like on the Addy, so we can see the gradient effect. Okay, this is their Naboo. So you've probably seen their Naboo line, and which is 100% bamboo, and then they have a Kobu, which is cotton bamboo blend. I do like both of those yarns, and I have tutorials for both of those yarns. Now this is Naboo, which is a lyocell, 100%. So it's an eco-friendly yarn. It's nice. It feels good. It's silky, just like the rest of the Kobu, the Boo line. It's the rest of the Boo line. It's silky, matches my shirt, kind of. Anyways, that's pretty. So let's read about this one. Naboo, 100% lyocell. The eco-friendly production of lyocell, a fabric made from plants, leads the fiber industry in terms of energy and water conservation. It's 3 ounces, 85 grams, 157 yards, or 144 meters. Machine wash, lay flat to dry. They classify this as a medium weight number 4, made in PRC, which is People's Republic of China, made in China. So the Naboo, the color I have here is called Salmon. Is very shiny, very silky feeling. It is going to be, if you've used their Kobu or their Naboo, you may have noticed that they do split. That's the tendency sometimes those type of yarns have. This one will be no different. You can see that it's a lightweight. It's a 4. I mean, it's just great for summer projects, and it's silky. It's just not spun extremely tight. It's very pretty though, but that is to be expected with this type of yarn. There's not anything wrong with that. I bought this expecting that. So let's see. Yes, it just says use for your favorite, pretty much everything I said. Bamboo pulp it's harvested from bamboo pulp. Says sophisticated sheen-like bamboo and mercerized cotton. Yes, but it doesn't feel stiff like mercerized cotton. Now, if you ever felt mercerized cotton, it has quite the sheen on it. but it can be, the chemical that they put on that makes it stiff sometimes, generally almost all the time. So it's not like that, even though it does look, you know, it has a nice shine similar to mercerized cotton. It does not feel like that at all. It says Naboo will shine as you stitch it into a lustrous fabric. Highlight the yarn's beautiful drape. Yes, this will have a beautiful drape, and it says crisp, stiff definition. I agree with that also, because I have used their Taboo and Kaboo many times, like I said, and bobbles and all kinds of, you know, puffs, cables. None of them have any problem showing up with this type of yarn. Beautiful warm weather project yarn right here. Great for summer tops, shawls. Beautiful yarn. They got all solid colors, quite a few of them there. Looks like 18. $5.99. I don't think, again, that's a bad price. I tell you the color. This one's called Salmon. I don't think that's a bad price, even though it's 157 yards. It is because of what it is why it has a less yardage and more money, if that makes sense, or more money and less yardage, vice versa. Either way you want to look at it, less yardage and more money. But it is like it says, it's just you know, made from bamboo pulp. So it is what I expected it to be, very similar to their other Boo lines, and it's nice. And I will purchase this because I love all the yarns in their Boo line. They're all quite similar, and they're all work very well for summer yarns. Okay, now I have one more. This one's called Just Hemp. Just Hemp. Well, I've had hemp yarn before. Brown hemp yarn that you get from Walmart. But let's see what Lion Brand's gonna come up with their Just Hemp. Okay. It says Just Hemp fits. Oops. I was reading it to you. I messed up. I love that. Okay, Just Hemp fits all temps. This is a 100% hemp, which feels cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Just like linen and other plant fibers, hemp works up into a durable fabric with wonderful drape. The yarn will soften as you stitch with it and even get softer with every wash. Dry and wear. Create beautiful projects like skirts, sweaters, wash rags, and bags, even blankets. They said it's a 5-weight. 5-weight, huh? I'm going to go back to the Naboo real quick. It said it was a 4. I'm going to say that is, again, a light 4, kind of, but okay. We're going to go back to this Just Hemp. Now, they classify this as a bulky 5, huh? Bulky 5 is my favorite. Very, pretty label on that. Okay, it's 93 yards or 100 grams of 100% hemp. Bulky number 5. Made in... Where you made at, huh? Where you made at? I know where you're made at. I know it. I was right. PRC, People's Republic of China. So it's made in China also. I'm going to go ahead and slide the label off this so we can look at it. Now, hemp, when you feel hemp, and again, hemp, as I mentioned here, similar feel of linen. It's stiff at first. It's stiff. It's going to be stiff. But as you work with it, and as more times you wash it, it will soften up. So right now, I could not call it a scarfable yarn. If you made a scarf or something with this for somebody, you would definitely want to wash it first and dry it. It is washable and dryable, yes. And again, as you can see, they classify this as bulky 5. I don't know, man. That's a toss-up for me. That's probably what they would say a bulky 5 is. But as you can see, it is, again, another yarn that is not spun tight. So you have to be careful with it. But I did expect that again with this type of yarn, for that to be that way. I like it, but it is a little expensive for my liking. See that? It is $8.99 here. $8.99 for 93 yards. Now, it's probably worth every bit of that, considering it's 100% hemp, you know, and it's so, you know, eco-friendly and stuff like that. But I don't want to pay that for it. It's a cool yarn as far as it's, you know, it's hemp and eco-friendly and stuff like that. But I don't want to pay $8.99. It is a bulky 5. It's a thin bulky 5 for 93 yards. You know, it's going to take me 3 of them probably to make a scarf. And if I use special stitches, it could take me more. So, although I do like it, and I do think that they did a good job, and I like that they're thinking, Lion Brand's thinking eco-friendly now and everything, this is not something that I would probably repeat by myself in general. Because of, I would probably, if it was on sale, certainly maybe $5.99. But as you know, yarn is more money, and like I said, it is probably worth what they're asking, it being hemp and stuff. But for me, I would spend that $8.99 on something different, probably. More of these, or more of these. These were $5.99 if I didn't say that, and if I mentioned, I can't remember. But yes, that's a fine price for me for that also. So I came into this Lion Brand opening of these 3 new yarns that I got, knowing almost with 100% certainty that I would like the Naboo, and that it would be similar to their other Boo lines, and that it would be, the price wise would be the same, and I knew pretty much what to expect with this, and it is everything that I expected it to be. I like it. I would repeat by it. I went in with this going in with the just hemp, with the expectations that I knew what hemp felt like. I know what to expect with it, but I knew that even though they want $8.99 for it, that it was probably worth $8.99, but it's not going to be something that I repeat by unless it's on sale. And again, it's softly stiff for my likings. You know what? It would make a really good bag though. And then I went in high expectations with this, but with some doubt, because my last Lion Brand of their new yarn, I got that Moroccan Nights, and man, that stuff was a disappointment to me. I didn't really like it. But this, I had a little bit of a reserve on this one, but it is, boy, is it ever pretty. Now I'm going to stop the camera. I'll be back in 1 second, and you're going to see what it looks like, all done up on a knitting machine. Okay, so I worked it up on my knitting machine. Now, I noticed there's sequins about every 6 inches or so, but for some reason I did not notice any sequins at all in that beginning center color. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. I don't know if that's a fluke because of this one. I'll look at the others, but anyways, it turned out pretty. The sequence is there. I'll show you what she looks like. You can see it. The gradient, as you can tell, it is gradient. It is not ombre. If it was ombre, you know, there wouldn't be much of a visible line there between the two, between the color changes. Barely a visible one, but as you can see, there is a noticeably visible line between all the colors. But it is still very pretty. And you can see that, I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but you can see the sequins quite well in it when it hits the light. Again, still not at all scratchy. I would definitely wear this as a scarf. But, okay, so I like the way that all the colors are the same in the center to the outside. That way, you know, if I wanted to add another ball onto this one right here, my next purple would just, it would start out, here's where I ended, because I started with the center of the cake, would start out again with the dark color, so they would go in you know, consecutive order or whatever, and that's nice. You can really see that. This is really a beautiful yarn. It's nice and soft. Like I said, it will have a nice drape on it. It is a very light 4-weight. I wouldn't even, you know, it's extremely light 4-weight. I had a little trouble with it splitting on my Addy knitting machine, which I knew that I would, so I think even crocheting would, and with it, it might split a bit, but it's gorgeous enough for me that's not gonna bother me. That is pretty. I love sparkly yarn. I just had to do it up and show you. I'm just not certain why there is no sprinkles or I'm sorry, sparkles in that. You know what? There's none on the end either. There's none on that solid purple that's on the outside, and there is none on the solid purple that's on the center of the skein. I wonder why that is. It appears to be like that there is only sequence on the inside, not the outside of the colors. There is none on the outside, that color. That's weird. And then there's none on the inside color. But there is plenty in between. But I don't know why it's like that. But it is so beautiful. Nonetheless, I still love it. I think it's gorgeous. But yeah, that's what she looks like done up. Very pretty. Very gradient. Not them labeling it as ombre is that's kind of misinterpreting that. But like I said, gradient to me, maybe it's ombre to you. I'm gonna keep this. I like it. Isn't that beautiful? I'm gonna sew up these ends and use it. Maybe I'll use it as a scarf. It's soft. You can't feel those sequins. I still do find it odd that there's no sequence in the center of the center color or the outside color, but whatever. Like I said, it could be a fluke, but I don't notice any on any of the other colors either that I've looked at now that I've used it. Weird, Lion Brand. What's up with that? That's weird. Oh well. It must have a reason. I still like it nonetheless. I still like it nonetheless. What do you guys think? It's beautiful, huh? I do wish I had sequins down here. Oh well. My video was already way too long. I'm sorry. But I just wanted to show you what this looked like. So, overall thoughts. Love this. Beautiful. Good job, Lion Brand, on this. But like I said, no sequence on the outside or the beginning. Maybe they had it. Or the middle or the outside. Maybe they had a reason for that. I don't know. Kind of weird, but I still love it. I would buy it again, definitely. Definitely would buy the Naboo. Love that, but I already kind of expected what that was going to be like, and I expected what the Hemp was going to be like. This would be, I would buy this on sale for special occasions, like if I had a bag planned or something for it, probably. Other than that, I'll probably stay clear of that, but everything else is super cool. But again, if you do get this, expect it to be soft. And expect it to be a little bit splitty, and expect it to be a lighter weight of a 4. Dang near 3, thicker 3, light 4. I don't know how to explain it, but anyways, I love it anyways. So thanks everybody for watching. So I'm gonna go. I hope that you took the information I gave you and, you know, do whatever you do with it. I hope that it helped you in some way. And I always appreciate you guys watching my videos. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe. And come check me out on Instagram also. And I will see you on my next video. I'm sure, I hope, will be soon. It's pretty stuff. It is.